Hey guys, FIRETEAM here, part of Your Gaming Nation. So this review is going to be of Call of Duty Black Ops. Probably the most talked about game of the year. I'd have to say it is one of the best, and I will explain to you why I believe in this. So first off, we're going to start with the single player / story. So without further ado, it is your bi-weekly review of Call of Duty Black Ops. Story / single player. Okay, you are being interrogated by an unknown guy. He has a voice changer. You can't see him. He's just a silhouette in the mirror, literally. So you're just being interrogated in an electric chair. They try to shock you. They do all this stuff just to get a couple answers from you. And they ask you these questions. You try to answer it. And during the whole entire thing, you flash back and do all these missions and everything. And during the whole entire time, you see these numbers, and they're trying to figure out what these numbers are. They know it's a broadcast, but they just don't know what to do with it. They just don't know what it is. They know it's a broadcast, but what broadcast? So that's the whole entire game, is try to figure out what the broadcast and try to stop, as they described it, a war. There's just a huge war going to happen unless they find out what these numbers mean. And you have no idea what's going to happen, and you can't even figure out yourself. You later find out that you've been brainwashed, and that you're not fully capable of, what a normal person would, because you've been under so much mental stress. So the single player is 6 to 6.5 hours long. I did think it was a perfect length for a Call of Duty game. It wasn't too long to keep me bored, but it was long enough to think, this was actually a decent campaign. Cinematic, awesome. I really did dig this campaign. Another great campaign. This was a amazing improvement from Treyarch on their campaign, and I really do applaud them on how much better they did this time around. Okay, so now we're going to go into the multiplayer. It's probably the meat of this game for a lot of people. I really have to say the multiplayer was spot on. The best. Yes, I repeat, the best Call of Duty multiplayer yet. SMGs, only close range. You can't shoot at long range. We're not talking UMP here. We're talking the MP5K. We're talking, you can shoot somebody easily that has an assault rifle at 2 feet away, but at 30 feet away, you actually have a battle on your hands. Instead of in Modern Warfare 2, you could use the UMP and get away with anything you wanted. SMGs, especially silencers, are horrible at medium to long range, like they should, but at close range, they completely dominate the battle. And that is and that could be your style, or maybe not. Assault rifles cannot function at long range. You cannot snipe with them because there's actually recoil this time around, and at close range the SMGs will beat them out most of the time, unless if you kind of get lucky. So assault rifles are balanced this time around. The LMGs, they have a movement penalty. They're so amazingly similar to the assault rifles, but that movement penalty means less. That means more weight, which means less recoil. So if you like less recoil and don't care about the movement penalty, then use the LMGs. Then also you have your sniper rifles, which are amazing at long range. I didn't think they had to nerf it. Okay, I didn't think Modern Warfare 2 was necessary. That was stupid on the amount of quick scoping happening. And just how sniping wasn't how it meant to be. That wasn't how they envisioned it. I see that. But nerfing sniper rifles was not the answer. What they did was they make you scope in for about a full second or second and a half before you actually get to shoot accurately. So I really don't believe that they should have done that. Excuse me. So shotguns are the last one. How do I say this? They're pretty good. Simple as that. They're pretty good. They dominate at extremely close ranges. They will beat out an SMG at extremely close range or just close range at any day of the week. But at the same time, shotguns don't even have any range at all in medium or long range. So we're not talking SPAS 12 here. In Modern Warfare 2, we're talking, you know, longer than COD 4, but shorter than Modern Warfare 2, which is perfect. Because Modern Warfare 2, I understand, was realistic. Actually, it should have been longer for for quote-unquote realisticness, but this is not a realistic game because you know, take a lot more take a lot less bullets for assault rifles, a lot more for pistols, etc. So, I mean, we're not talking realisticness, we're talking balance in this kind of game, and now the shotguns are balanced as a primary and having that kind of range. And also for the multiplayer, the perk system is really nice. The perk system is really balanced. You can't have any noobish. I don't see any noobish combinations surfacing. Like, you know, let's say one-man army danger close is not surfacing. The only thing I can see is marathon lightweight. That's the only thing I can think of. But there's no noobish perk combinations that have surfaced so far, and I've played almost 16 hours or 17 hours of Black Ops online. The equipment is really nice. You have let's see, you have your basic camera spike, which is a thermal camera that you can place. Then also you have let's see, you have C4, really basic, 2 packs of C4, remote detonation or double tap X if needed. Also you have the tac insertion, exactly like Modern Warfare 2, except for it's not a flare, it's actually like a little box you throw down. And it's pretty cool because on the kill cam you can always press Y and not spawn on your tac, which is very nice if you put it down somewhere that you didn't need to. And for all you anti-boosters, hey, welcome to the club. It does not work on free-for-all, yes. And also, by the way, if you ever do see people boosting on other game modes, you can always report them for boosting. Yes, that's correct. Also, there's a lot of customization. There's like 8 or 9 attachments for each weapon, plus like 20 camos. And then not to mention the title and emblem. How I say this, the title and your, I believe it's called emblem, but it's a little customizable thing that you get to, you know, that could be on your gun. It's on, that's next to your, it's on your title constantly. Really cool. I really like that feature. I mean, it adds customization to this game. So for the bonus content, let's talk about 4 things here. 3 of them included in the regular edition of Black Ops. The 4th one being the 4 extra zombie maps included in the hardened edition. First, you have Kino der Toten, which I really do enjoy. It's a lot harder than, you know, the older zombie maps. It's completely updated the Black Ops weapons. All wall weapons are Black Ops, and it's really cool. I really do like it. It's actually in a old theater, and it's actually has a little twist with, you know, the extra zombie included, which I swear is almost the same exact thing as the smoker in Left 4 Dead without the tongue. It's a smoker combined with a witch. That's exactly what it is. It's a smoker combined with a witch. Without the tongue, right up on you, crouching, everything. White, pale. It's just a combination of the witch and the smoker. And even whenever you kill, it expels a gas that does poison you. Hey, or it stuns you. Sorry. Yeah, what do you know? Then also you have 5 in Dead Ops Arcade. You get both of them whenever you complete the single player campaign. I don't know about Dead Ops. I believe you do. But 5 is a thing that you do. How do I say this? You're in the Pentagon. You're actually it's the president talking with Castro, the Secretary of State, and this other dude. They're talking about how the war happened, and they're like, "Hey, dude, you kind of got us in a war. You almost made us blow ourselves up, and you're just gonna kind of walk in here like nothing happened." And all of a sudden, boom! Zombies coming in through the door, and I swear the fake President Kennedy pulls out like a full-out armory of assault rifles, crossbows, everything. And Dead Ops Arcade, if you ever did play, I made a game with zombies in it. It was an indie game, really awesome game. But anyway, it's the exact same thing. It's just a top-down shooter, left stick to move, right stick to shoot, and which direction. It's kind of like Geometry Wars. Maybe that's a little bit more popular game. except for a shooter. It has power-ups, a lot of bonuses, pretty cool. Really did like it. You really didn't have to put that in there. It was all in their own decision, and I really did appreciate that they did. That was a nice little addition to the game. A little bit taking it, a little bit less seriously than Modern Warfare 2 with, the zombies in the Dead Ops arcade, especially with a little comic sequence after it. And then, okay, now we're talking about the 4 maps, not including the regular edition, only in the hardened edition. The 4 maps, well, they're exactly like World at War. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're exactly like World at War, excluding one thing. The random box has Black Ops weapons. Not the walls. The walls has every single World at War weapon all updated. Their weapons are updated, but the random box holds Black Ops weapons. Why did they did this? I haven't decided this idea, but that's the way they did it. So let's go to a recap here. Okay, so single player campaign, amazing length at 6 to 6.5 hours on the regular difficulty. I really did like it. Awesome, gripping story. I can't really say much more without spoiling it. Then you have the multiplayer. Really nice on the balance, really nice on the options you have, the customization, everything about the multiplayer was amazing. I really did like it. And then lastly, you have the extra content, which includes zombies, Dead Ops Arcade. I really did like it. They didn't have to include a second zombie map. That was all on their own. They really did a good job. That Dead Ops Arcade is amazing. Everything they did in that was awesome. I really did like the extra content. It adds so much more game time than just having, the single player multiplayer like let's say Call of Duty 4 did. So the final score. Final score. 9.5. 9.5. That's gonna be it. 9.5 for Call of Duty Black Ops. The best game of the year, in my personal opinion. I really did like it. They really went all out in this game. A perfect gun balance of multiplayer. Zombies was amazing. Single player, awesome. Everything was perfect about it, except for I wish the AK-74U was nerfed a little bit. It seems to be a little bit too overpowered. And I wish Claymores, they give you 1/10 more of a second so you could actually turn the corner and turn back just to blow it up. Not kill yourself, just blow it up. And so if they change those two things and make a matchmaking time slower, it seems like it takes 2 or 3 minutes whenever there's like 2 million people online, which is stupid in my personal opinion. So they need to update those servers. If they do change any of those things, or if they make it worse, if they make the game worse or they make it better, I'll put an update video out there. But for right now, this is FIRETEAM, bringing you another bi-weekly review. Call of Duty Black Ops 9.5. I hope this is a good 13.5 minutes to give you some good information about this week's release. And I'll see you later.